Every single one of us has God-given gifts and abilities that we are preordained to take advantage of. They are what shape us, they are what make us us, and they are what help us transgress boundaries that other people can't reach. Because you, brother, you have abilities that the next person doesn't have, and he might have something that you don't have. But you, if you're trying to emulate somebody else and they don't align exactly with your thought processes and your beliefs, you are never going to reach your goals. Because for so long, I tried to blend in with what other people try to tell me about their ideals of life and how they should do things and the way that businesses should be run according to someone else. But I had more results than those people. I had better results. The way that I lived my life, the uncompromising daily habits, the uncompromising level of work ethic, the attacking energy every day was my strategy. They were my God-given abilities. And people were trying to tell me, oh, Hassan, you're working too hard. You're doing X, Y, Z. Oh, you need to chill. I'm worried about you. But these are all little coping mechanisms for other people to try and suppress you. You have so much potential, brother. You don't even realize it yet because maybe you've not put that work in yet. Maybe you've not seen the results just yet. But yet is the biggest word out of that sentence. Because we all have these little things that set our heart on fire. Maybe you like to wake up early. Maybe you're passionate about this specific science subject. Maybe you're passionate about this specific business model that other people don't really care so much about. But you, brother, the longer that you let the thoughts and opinions of other people cloud your judgment, the longer you're going to constrain your own success. I just had a phone call earlier today from one of my boys, Imran, and we worked together on door-to-door sales since the beginning, since before I started my agency. And another person we worked with, they removed us from a bunch of these group chats because I don't really do the sales now. Like I've got a little bit of a team running, and I'm getting all of the deals processed from the last year, and they removed us from all group chats, even though I don't really bother with it. And he calls Imran up and they say why, and they're like, oh, well, we're taking this new direction in what we're doing. And yeah, Hassan's, I blocked them from my stories because they just view all my stuff, and I know they talk shit behind my back, so I don't want them to see my stuff. And yeah, some people cast doubt and fear into your heart, and you can't allow those people to have an impact on your life. Anyway, they said that we removed you guys from the chat because we're going with this new direction, and I don't want Hassan. I've got this feeling that Hassan is still working, and he's going to try to take our guys or outcompete us or something. And that just shows such a level of insecurity. Like, I'm not involved in that business anymore whatsoever, but because I was so good when I was, you think that I'm somehow plotting against you. What the flip? I do not care about door-to-door sales anymore. That's why I exited it, because I gave my heart, body and soul to that business, but I knew that it wasn't aligned with me long term. It taught me so much about business. It taught me so much about people. It taught me so much about management, and it helped me cultivate a strong brotherhood of like-minded people. And for that, I'm forever grateful. But these are the people that tried to limit my growth. These are the people that tried to tell me that my mindset, my approach to life was wrong, and I should just relax and I should just chill. They couldn't be further from the truth. Because, brother, there's going to be so many people in your life that will try and sway you away from your path, to try and satisfy their own insecurities. And it still rings true to this day. I don't even talk to these guys. I don't have anything to do with them, and they're still worried that I'm going to come and take their throne. What the flip? And brother, you need to elevate to the point where you've got these kind of problems, where people are so aware of your aura and so aware of your presence. If my mindset to business was wrong, They wouldn't see me as a threat. They wouldn't see me as someone that could go and take things over. They wouldn't see me as a rival. But me, not even being involved in that business, they still see me as a problem. And this is the age-old adage that whenever you put your mind to something, whether you are passionate about it or not, you can still succeed. You can succeed beyond your wildest dreams, but just being passionate about it that much more helps you so much more in the long run. But oftentimes, the way that we find our passions is by doing things, trying things, failing at things. When I finished university and I realized I'm flat broke and I don't want to work a 9 to 5, I can't imagine doing that. I had to just try everything. I tried Forex, blew like 2.5 grand on that, lost loads of money on that. I tried e-commerce. I tried affiliate marketing for like HS Tiki Toki and Andrew Tate. I did a video editing for myself. I tried to do a TikTok fitness personal brand when I was in decent shape, and I tried making mindset videos, but I wasn't that guy yet, but I still had so much fire and passion. If you check my TikTok, if you scroll all the way down, all the videos are on there. And then I tried high ticket sales, all whilst I was working my 9 to 5, trying to find a way out. And I wasn't passionate about any of these things, but what I was passionate about was making it out and making an escape and building the life of my dreams. And the level of passion and fire that I had back then was impenetrable. No one could tell me that, oh, Hassan, you can't achieve this. You can't get the supercar. You can't get the Ferrari. And whenever someone did, I used that as fuel. I made that person my sworn enemy. I made that person, I just imagined proving him wrong. And that drew me to fueling my attacking energy so much. We can't make compromises in this life, brother, because you think you might have 70 years, you think you might have 80 years, you think you have all of this time, but in reality, we're not even promised tomorrow. We're not even promised tomorrow. And you need to ask yourself, would you be pleased with the level that you've reached right now? Would you be pleased with the life you've lived so far? Every single day that we wake up with air in our lungs is blessing to go and attack the day once again. God has given us life once again. And we can't live our time on this earth without showing full gratitude to God by worshipping Him day in, day out, spreading His message, and becoming the best version of ourselves capable to show Him that we were grateful for this blessing of life. I don't want to spend another day knowing that I've not done everything in my capability to succeed. And it's this attacking energy that's made me transgress leaps and bounds from the skinny, broke drug addict that I used to be and the fat kid that I used to be, because I used to live my life trying to impress other people, but I lacked discipline. I lacked structure and I lacked routine. So it took me so much longer to actually break my bad habits and my vices because I was so arrogant. And I thought that if I just don't conform to any real structures or any routines, then I'll be fine because I'm trying to hit my protein goal. That led to me getting fat. And when I tried to succeed in business, but I didn't nail down my habits in nutrition and training again, that got me fat as well. And when I didn't focus on becoming the complete man, I suffered in so many different aspects because I wasn't showing full gratitude and full blessing to God. And for that, now I'm making up for that. Now I will not compromise on my goals. I will do whatever it takes to succeed. And you, brother, you think that this life of glitz and glamour is going to come to you on a plate. You think that because, all right, well, I stay consistent maybe 4 or 5 days out of the week, then on my weekends I can go and chill. You think that because you've been through some stuff in your life, that's a prerequisite to attaining success. And that might be true to a certain extent. But going through pain without using it to shape your character means nothing. You can't let your efforts and sacrifices go in vain. Everybody goes through hardship. Everyone has a different story to tell. Some people have had parents die. Some people have had siblings die. My grandmother died recently, and that's the first time that I felt like the true pain of grief, losing a close family member, because alhamdulillah, I've been blessed up until now. And that just made me realize that death can come so much sooner than we think. She was healthy. No one expected her to go. And it just makes me more blessed to have this blessing of life and know that I can genuinely strive to become the best I can every day. But if I'm not being my truest, authentic self and pushing the boundaries and being in my fullest attacking nature, then I'm not living up to the life that God's made for me, because these are the gifts that He's given me. You can't succeed without first going through self-imposed development. We all go through these periods of some kind of turning point. Maybe that girl left you. Maybe your friends fell out with you. Maybe you decided you want to be successful and most of your friends are clowning on you thinking you're a weirdo. That happened to me. But I didn't sit there and be bitter about it or be sad about it. I used it as fuel to prove everybody wrong. And that's exactly what I did. And now I'm at the point where, alhamdulillah, it's Friday. I just got paid like 1.5k today. I got paid like £300 on Monday. I'm making like consistently like 2k a week. I'm making like around 8 to 10k a month every month. Alhamdulillah, I'm super blessed. But the more that I'm just stagnant in this level, the more I realize I'm not going hard enough towards my goals and there's something that's missing. And what I realized tonight is, when I was my truest, most authentic self, I had this attacking energy every single day. I had this energy to succeed. And I wasn't going to make this video today because it's 10 o'clock now and I should be getting ready for bed. And that's what I'm going to do after this video. But because I've committed to my early morning wake-ups, about 5:30, 6 in the morning, and I need to go pray some more. But I was finishing praying, and then I thought about when I made the most growth and when I went through the most transformation in my life, and it was always when I was attacking the hardest. No one cares about your excuses. They only care about your results. And you need to be the same way for yourself, because no one's going to care about you like you do. And no one's going to care about you. There's two people that are going to care about you, three people that are going to care about you the most. One, your parents, but their direction for you might not be essentially what you want. Two, God, your creator. He wants to see the most potential out of you because He's given you this blessing of life, and He wants to know how tight you can stay on His message and guidance and what you can achieve and how you can impact the world. And then there's yourself, and you should know yourself better than anyone, and you have to undergo these reflections, but it's only truly through the hardship and the pain that you actually find out who you are. And once you find out who you are, that's when you can actually start to influence the world in the way that you want to. The attacking energy that we need to be approaching every day with is, I do not care if what I'm doing today doesn't yield me a result right now. I'm going to do more than the other person, because I know that the more inputs that I do, the more energy that I put out into the world, the more sacrifice that I make towards my goals, the more likely I am to crush my competition. The more likely I am to retire my family. The more likely I am to achieve every single goal that I've set out for myself. Maybe you want the supercars. Maybe you want the Lambo. Maybe you want the penthouse. Maybe you want the mansion. Maybe you just want to go sit on an island somewhere. Whatever it is that you want, you aren't going to get it without sacrifice. And the sacrifice comes through developing yourself every single day. When that alarm goes off in the morning and it's early and I know everyone else is asleep, I still get the nagging voices in my head. I still have to undergo that battle in my own mind. Oh no, it's fine, everyone else is asleep. What are you going to do at 6 a.m? What are you going to do at 5 a.m? No one else is up. But your purpose has to be greater than that, brother. And your purpose has to be greater than money. The more I consume myself in just money, the more I realize it doesn't really satisfy me. Like this 10k, whatever that comes in every month, I'm not that satisfied. I'm like, right, cool, it's money. And without it, I'd be distraught. But I understand that there's people doing way bigger things than me that are less talented than me and probably don't work as hard as me. They've just undergone a level of development that I've not reached right now. So every day I need to wake up and push those boundaries, because it's selfish of me to not be the best self for my family. And it's selfish of me to settle for mediocrity when God has provided us with the potential to achieve so much more. From a young age, I never understood why we couldn't buy certain things. Oh, it's £5, you can't buy that, that's so expensive. I could not understand it, because if someone else can buy it, why can't we buy it? And from ever since then, these little memories, they always trickle in and they always make me fueled to go and get more. But for that to happen, I need to be chasing discomfort, because if you just chase the money alone, when you start making it, then you can start to give yourself some level of relaxation, some level of, all right, I'm okay now, I'm stable. And that leads into comfort, which is going to be the absolute killer of your dreams, because it's going to stop you from getting to the next level. So instead of focusing on just money, focus on what the things that are actually going to make us fulfilled. Focus on the development. How quickly can I get this thing done? To what extent can I get it done? How many people can I influence? How happy can I make the people around me? How much can I live up to the dreams that the younger version of me set out for himself? Because money is just a way to keep score, but you're never going to be rewarded more than your actual value is to the marketplace. So rather than focusing on just the money alone, we need to focus on becoming valuable, brother. And that's through instilling the right God-given abilities that were ordained for you. For me, I know it's my attacking energy. I know it's my uncompromising mindset. I know it's being very rigid, because these are the things that other people have told me that has helped them from the mindset that I've installed with them. People on the sales team, we had Brad, that he was making no money at all for so long, and he was going through a really tough time, and then he spent enough time with me and he actually turned his brain off and listened to everything that I was telling him and all the lessons that helped me in my life, and he became the best person on the team. He was making 2 to 3k a week just in advances before the insulation and boilers even got installed. He was making more money than me. I was making no money at that point. And that's what made me very satisfied. I knew that my satisfaction derived from the impact that I can have on other people. And watching him glow up and watching him surpass me because of all the things that I'd given him that benefited my life, he became a workhorse. He became super productive. He became very rigid, and he took on the attacking energy, and that was super satisfying to see. And so many other guys on the sales team, we saw tremendous growth from them as well. And it comes from that rigidity. It comes from that refusing to be weak, refusing to be less than you are meant to be, refusing to not achieve your goals, because no one else is going to do it for us, bro. Literally no one. The depth of your struggle determines the height of your success. So if you're not willing to go through that sacrifice every day, I don't know what to tell you, because I can't do this relaxed approach. All right, I'm just going to do 8 hours of work and then that's me done. Everything in my life is centered around growth. Everything in my life is centered around improvement. In the gym is work. In the talking to my family is work. Cultivating relationships is work. These videos are work. Making an influence on the world, trying to impact people, that is work. All of this stuff is work. Developing myself and my own mindset is work, because that makes me more capable to help the world. Praying, all of these things. Once you start labeling everything as work, then it all becomes play, because you become obsessed with the development and the process rather than the outcome. There's so much that we can achieve in this life, brother, but until you start harnessing that God-given abilities that you've got, you're going to stay in the same position. Or you're going to make 10k a month and that's going to be the end of the road for you. And I don't want that for you, because there's so much more in the tank. There's so much more that we can achieve. And it's often the people that tell you not to pursue your fullest goals by trying to suppress you. They have the worst agendas at heart, because you know the people that talk about like saving money and all this kind of stuff and trying to budget and trying to be really like frugal, they will try and shame you for chasing money because you're going through more development, you're working harder, you're being more aggressive, you're being more uncompromising. But you're not actually the evil one, because you're looking for development, whereas they're looking to hold on to their money and budget and keep it. That effectively makes money their god. And that's disgusting, because the reason I want money is so that I have the freedom, so that I don't have to worry about these constraints, so my family doesn't have to worry about these constraints, so we can enter into a new era of life where we can focus on more things that matter and focus on more growth. That gives us breathing potential and breathing room to spend more time with God, to influence the world in the way that we'd like, rather than, and create better experiences, rather than just pinching on to what we have and just looking at our numbers in our account go up as if that means anything. We're not going to take this money with us to the grave. So we may as well strive to be the best we can, live the best we can, make the most influence on the world, and die knowing that we gave our full effort every single day and sucked the most juice out of this life as possible. I don't want to spend another day not sacrificing for my goals. I don't want to spend another day not giving it my 100% effort to create the best life for myself and my family, because that is what makes me satisfied. It's the effort that makes us satisfied, not the result, not the outcome, not listening to other people that are trying to dissuade you from your fullest potential. I can't live another day not being my truest self. Can't live another day. I won't live another day not embracing my God-given abilities. And you can't live another day not living up to your fullest potential, brother. We have so much more in the tank than we realize. You have so much potential. I don't want you to squander it. If there's one thing to take, it's focus on the daily effort. Focus on crafting yourself into your ideal man. Set out these goals. Set out the vision for yourself. What do you want to achieve? Where do you want to live? What kind of life do you want for your family? How do you want to influence the world? What does your ideal character do? What time does he wake up? How many wives does he have? Does he have one wife? Does he have multiple? How many kids do you want? What kind of car do you drive? How's your physique? Do you fight? What kind of martial arts do you do? You need to become the architect of your own life, and then full steam ahead towards that every day. If you guys see me on Instagram, you don't have to follow me, just check, it's in the description. Every day I'm showing that I try and do this to show people that I am who I say I am. I'm waking up early, I'm doing my morning push-ups, I'm smashing my morning routine, I'm giving some time to God, and I'm executing relentlessly towards my goals every day, because this is the satisfaction. I don't want to be the guy that's just like, yeah, here's me and my Lambo, boom, 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 right, let me teach you how to get to 10k a month. There's so much more than that, bro. There's so much more than that. I want you to have a truly fulfilling life, and I want to have that life for myself. And Become the man that's worth more than just money. Become the man that's genuinely influential. Become the man that can harness any adversity and use it as a strength. And that I can meet God, inshallah, one day and be proud of the man that I was. And die without any regrets. That's what we're made for. I love you, boys. Keep pushing. Use this attacking energy towards your goals every single day. And I don't see a way that we don't succeed in this life and the next. Keep pushing.